Oh, wow. So the star station does just pop up. How cool is that? Because it was a different solar system last time. That's so cool, man.
That is a shame. I would like to have understood the
I will see if we
specific
get tired of
etymology
that.
of those words. Ah, well, I don't think that's necessary, Andreja. It's enough to know that being courteous to others is the right thing to do. Docking cycle complete.
All right, how long have we been going? We've been going for 3. All right, so right at like 3 hours, 1 minute. The DLC begins, sort of. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get a hard save going in case we ever have to revert. E4. We have entered the space station that appeared in front of us. Told us to stay away, though. But our hero's not into such things. Alright, we're not going to do too much looting. We don't really need to. Marine cargo air. Actually, I take that back. We are going to do looting because this has got DLC items we've never seen before.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
They even have unique food like goat meat and goat soup. Gives you an XP bonus.
I cannot give up.
Wonder if there's a way to save that guy. Doesn't seem like it.
Basira, hold on. You are strong. Concentrate. I'm trying, Sarai, but it's getting worse. Slippery. Fragmented. I'll become one of them. You have to get away from me. No, I will not leave you here. It's pointless. We share this fate. This is our end. The great. No. No, it's happening. Sarok, run. I can't stop it. Basira.
It's not the best you can do.
What happened? Who did this?
I'm hit.
I see no one, and yet I can feel a presence. But how? I should be the last. Is someone there, or... My mind turns against me. I must return to engineering and make one last attempt to restore the power.
Yeah, so they're stuck in some kind of like time-space rip. That's why it's called, you know, Space Shattered or whatever, Shattered Space. Kind of reminds me of Entangled, which is like probably the coolest mission in the game. Alright, let's go to new items. Let's go to Basir's log. Great Serpent, there are so few of us left, and while I have spent my entire life in devotion to you, I find myself afraid of death. Yeah, I think even true believers, or they think they're true believers, when the time actually comes, it's still scary. Perhaps we are the cliche, delving too deep into things better left unknown, paying the price for trying to glimpse too much. Forgive us our curiosity, our selfishness, our pride. We only wish to truly find you, capital Y. But it seems we will still meet in the traditional way, in death. Yeah, so it seems like these scientists were trying to possibly do what Starborn are doing, but without the artifacts, like with their own technology, you know, ripping through time, space, and what have you. And it's kind of like that Bible story, the Tower of Babel. So she's kind of saying, like, we built our tower too high, you know, and our God, the great serpent, has punished us for that. So this is our first time running into like true Varun factions, other than there's like an ambassador in New Atlantis. He's part of a little, or he's part of a big quest, but he's like a little part of it. He's actually relaxed and groovy because when you first hear about the Varun, they're like this evil cult that started a crusade and killed a bunch of people, and you're constantly fighting these what they call zealots. You know, which are just, you know, they murder anybody who's not them. I think they even murder their own Varun people, I guess, supposedly. Yeah, look how much damage that is. That's a lot of damage. Oh, jeez, I can't even... That was quick. Yeah, we gotta use phase time on those guys. They're too gnarly. Now, we are playing on the most difficult setting, of course. I like how firing the gun doesn't push us back in zero-G like it normally does. Maybe this is like a funky magical gravity.
Good one.
This is Iraq Vital. Post-incident log. Something has gone horribly wrong. We were in orbit directly above Dasra, monitoring our current experiments when we experienced a sudden energy surge. I fear the source came from the city itself. It triggered our graph drive and jumped the Oracle to an unknown location. We thought members of the crew were somehow lost in the jump. But later, we were attacked by what I will refer to as Vortex Phantoms. I thought I recognized some of them. Could it be that the energy surge has somehow transformed them and warped their minds?
We got another log, I think. A Bora's log. I'm writing this in what may be my final moments because Basira, which is the one we killed at the very beginning, Thought it might ease my mind, but I believe that is an impossibility given the circumstances. After arguing with her for longer than I would like to admit, here I am, writing regardless. I've heard that tip a lot, like journaling helps out with a lot of stuff, like processing emotions and getting your feelings out there or whatever. I've never really done it. Did a little bit as a kid because I grew up Latter-day Saint, Mormon, and they always wanted people to do it. I believe I've come to accept my impending death. Perhaps my greater faith in the great serpent, which is like their god, allows for this. My colleague Emerson has succumbed to his weakness and retreated to crew quarters. You would think our chief of engineering would have a greater resolve. It is a good thing I am no warden, only a lowly scientist. Unlike many, I have no friends or family that will miss me, and the feeling is mutual. Cold-hearted scientist. My one regret is not having the chance to complete the path of redemption one last time. It's kind of like a religious thing that they do. Now that I have written some, I know that for a fact. I feel no better. I will, however, take great pleasure in telling Basira she was wrong. Yes, that Bora's a bit of a douche. May she rest in peace. She's probably dead. Whoop.
An effort was made to keep this place sustained. Without need to get past these crates somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have anything of value?
Oh, credits. Nothing to write home about. Alright, so we're in like the trash compactor area.
My vengeance
Is that the best you can do? I'm hit!
Yeah, see, it looks like friendly fire is still turned on. They were supposed to turn it off because a lot of weapons do AoE and it's constantly hitting your companion, which is annoying. They're very small hands.
The mission appears to have outweighed any considerations for privacy.
I thought that was just a Varun thing.
Curse you!
Iraq vessel. Post-incident log. The Oracle has continued to jump. It is completely out of our control. Not only that, but I believe the initial surge of energy we experienced is transformative. With each passing day, more of the crew succumb to whatever residual energy we were exposed to. Most are instantly hostile, but we discovered some are able to retain a sense of self. At least, momentarily.
No house. I think that's a new book. Oh yeah, cool. That's a new book. So Dazra, I guess, is the Varun's home planet.
Yes, you need me? If there's anything you need,
Companions don't use ammunition, but you have to give them just one piece of ammo, and that's good enough.
yes, we are done.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they'll pick up their own weapon. Because I don't know how much damage their default weapons do, because she has a cool default weapon, but I guess it's like a level 1 or whatever.
I feel
Good one.
This is Sirac Vital. Post-incident log. After the initial jump, areas of the Oracle have somehow been sectioned off by strange energy fields or barriers. The fields allow no one to pass and are somehow able to repel, almost teleport, the trespasser back. I am certain these new fields are related to the Vortex Phantoms. Both resonate with the same energy pattern. The exact same pattern we were studying for Anasco's experiments. Something happened in Dasra. And if the situation is bad here, I fear for our brethren in the city.
Serpent's Bane. One of the power cells dislodged.
The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Restoring the gravity
Now, Andreja,
into place.
we're listening.
If I can get to the control room, if I can No! They are coming!
10% movement speed for 30 minutes is really good. That's new. Chunks Groat. Of Arun Groat flavored chunks food. Eat that. That's interesting. But it was always like that with Bethesda games. The DLC had like overpowered stuff, you know. Which is cool, you know, it makes it fun. By the way, very busy. That was Nadine, I think that was the asshole. Or maybe not. Alright, so she was part of Sirik and Basira. It looks not having the tools to properly start. Alright, so she was like pure scientist lady. Even at death, she regretted not figuring out the answers they seeked.
Curse you.
Why is there a mining helmet over here? So this is a trash compactor. You gotta come over here and find a battery. Reminiscent of Star Wars.
These damn controls! Why will they not respond to me? Work, damn you!
Reminds me of a Ghost movie, right? Poltergeist. You know, they're always trying to interact with our world.
Warning. Gravity procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Restoring gravity in 3, 2, 1.
All right, back to normal. All right,
What
madam.
is it?
See,
Did you
fix
need
your
me
arms.
to carry something for you?
Mm-hmm. All right, try the cargo wear. Does that give your arms back?
Right.
Almost. Doesn't give her hands back though.
This is Sirak Vital. Post-incident log. I am one of the few remaining unaffected crew on the Oracle. Nadine, Basira, and Taras are the only others I was able to find. I fear it is just a matter of time before we succumb to this energy that is turning the others. How long will we last? And will my mind be strong enough to hold out when my time comes? Basira and
Power
I have
cell
programmed the
connected.
Oracle to return
Report
to
to
our guide
operations
orbit
for
once
system
disabled.
reboot.
The Vortex Phantoms. Where did they go? Something is wrong. No! Not now! I have to...
All right, so they want to use grav drive technology to open a sustained bubble. CRJ. Yeah, I think they basically want to find a way to like unity. Because I believe the originator of their religion was probably Starborn, or that person spoke with Starborn. We're not sure though. I'm hoping we get answers to that. You know, like what the hell the Great Serpent is and all that shit.
I never had the patience for computer systems.
To be honest with you, neither do I, Andrasia. I think I can one-shot us. Good job. Good job. Go team. Boom, 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 boom. It's a pretty good assault pack. Not great though, not great.
Is something amiss? I am always willing. Back to it then.
You're always struggling with weight, just like take the weapons. Weapons are worth the most anyway. Don't bother with armor unless it's an upgrade.
Mainframe reboot initiated. Commencing protocol. Station lockdown completed. All major systems on standby. Mainframe... Reboot completed. Warning. Station jump procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Jump in 3, 2, 1. Execute. Jump completed. Station lockdown released. Initiating data transfer. Incoming transmission.
This is Dasra calling the Oracle station. We've received your transmission. Your orders are to send a representative down here immediately. It appears we have much to discuss.
Poor Sirak. So close to seeing their efforts realized.
Yeah, real bummer. Hey, we got our achievement. Because there's, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played it, but there's a mission called Entangle that's super cool. And normally when you do it, you think there's only 2 ways to complete it, but if you pay attention to all the stuff you pick up, there's like a 3rd way to complete it. So I wonder if that, what we just accomplished, there was a way to save Sirak. want to pick up all these vortex shards. I don't know what those are, but they're going to be a material for crafting. I just know it. One thing that's amazing about Starfield is all the assets, like all the hardware, the doors, the fucking fibers on clothing. Super high quality. I like the stations that you can see your ship in. Oh, that's her ship right there, right? Yeah, there you can see it. Whee! There's Dark Star Mark V. Oh, I want that guard uniform.
Here, I have something for you.
Sweet.
Yes, well, it seemed like a good idea. I saw it
She makes it seem like a sweet gift, but she just gives you money because she's a bit of a pickpocket, I think.
Of course. We are partners. I will keep an eye out in the future. Now that you have all the artifacts...
Did you need something?
Talk. If I can take a few things...
Yeah, they have like a minigun. It uses heavy fuses though, so this would be an extremely expensive weapon to run. And the damage isn't even all that great unless we find like an epic one.
Until next time.
I think we finally fixed her hands though. Alright, Sarah, what are you yapping about?
So this is it. This armillary can finally be assembled, and the Starborn are sure that something will happen on the other side. Something that will make us like them. Funny. I thought after all this time I'd be screaming in excitement to jump into the unknown, but I feel like I'm hesitating.
Well, you have no idea what's out there. There should really be a Starborn answer to this one.
I know that, and believe me, I feel it. The destiny of it all. But after that, what happens? Say we go to the Unity, become Starborn, enter another universe. Will there even be a constellation there? It won't be
As in every
ours,
universe I've
even
been
if it
in.
is.
I think in one of them you are all dead, though.
I really turned you into a true believer, didn't I? Oh, what have I done? All right, let's get back to it. One more jump into the unknown.
Alright, Sarah Morgan loved that. Alright, Sarah.
Something you need?
See if I can fix
Want
your
to see
hands.
what I'm carrying?
Mm-hmm. Let's do that.
Until later.
Yeah, the arms are borked. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do?
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Cool looking sun. Alright, that's the planet. How do I want to do this? Kind of want to get the space station in this shot, but alright, let's do. Let's go up here, angle like that. This might be cool. That is not good or perfect. Oh, they don't have a room, do they? Maybe we have to unlock it or something, I don't know. Branded. Nah. I could get a good picture there, but it takes a while. What kind of resources do we have? Looks like the only planet with anything on it, too. That was my first playthrough.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
It would have been nice if more planets had this kind of unique look. A lot of planets just kind of blended together.
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live.
Please, We are not a threat. We are trying to help.
You have no right to be here. You will tell me how you found this place. But it was lost. All communication ceased. There was
I feel
no
like
sign of it.
Andrasia should be talking a lot more about what's going on.
Indeed it did. The Oracle is perhaps the least of our problems, I'm afraid. Voris, I think we need not fear our guest. Perhaps, in this time of need, the Great Serpent has delivered us a gift.
Counselor, with due respect, we have not had unannounced visitors here in generations. It is a clear breach of security.
I do not disagree, and I know that security, in whatever small form we can grasp it, is of paramount importance. But you must acknowledge the timing is curious. And perhaps our guest's intent should be determined before we take further action.
Alright, your station brought me here. I jumped while my ship was docked. This was an accident. I mean, whatever. I don't respond well to having a gun aimed at me. Let's go with that one.
I understand, but you must realize that since you are not one of us, it is difficult for us to judge your intent. Surely, you would do the same in our position.
Not really. I usually only pull my weapon once you start firing at me.
What's happening again?
Hear me?
Speaker, we are here!
We have reached out to you.
Those are new. Those poses. That's from the religion, strength, perseverance, obedience. Yeah, that's funny. Funny, funny, funny.
To seek guidance in our hour of need. The gate in the Citadel has been opened just to seek you. Oh, Great Serpent. Is that you? Is it your presence I feel? I feel something, yet I see nothing. Is this a test? What do you require of me? Great Serpent, I have done all that I can. The Scaled Citadel itself has been transformed to petition you. I know that all must serve, but I need more. I require guidance. Take pity on us and reveal the way forward.
Yeah, so it's like a Tower of Babel situation, and there's either someone conning them to try to like gain power over them,
like this over
or it's actually the Great Serpent who's like
so many of our people
either Starborn or like Starborn.
These vortex phantoms, but
It'll be interesting.
They are hostile and lash out. Anasco is different. If only we could hear his voice, Some reassurance that all is not lost. Anasko Varun is our leader, the grandson of Jinan Varun himself. He sometimes appears to us, but we cannot interact. I am not able to go into detail. There was an experiment, an accident. Many of our people left in a similar state. While most are hostile, Anasko is... The Great Serpent spared him that fate. He's different. If only we could communicate with him. What do you mean? Despite the sightings, none have heard the word from Anasko in all this time, yet you
So our
claim
hero was
to.
the only one that was able
Do
to
not
even listen
toy
to the
with
guy's
me.
voice.
Not about this.
These guys
If
just
you
saw him.
speak truth, you must prove it. What did he say? By the serpent.
Oh,
I
sir.
heard nothing. He said that?
It is no joke. No outsider would know our creed. It is never uttered beyond this city. Truly.
I feel like
You did hear
Andrasia tells you
Anasko.
that or says
You
something
have
about
been
that.
chosen.
Because, you know, she's House Varun. She's basically like a deep cover operative to kind of like spy out on the
People
other
of
factions.
House Varun, hear me. We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us.
It's a serious
This
tattoo.
outsider has been chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the Great Serpent's divine providence, and he will help save
get
us
that helmet.
all. Outsider, please. There is no denying you have been sent here as a sign. You must help us. But there are precepts that must be followed, principles that must be obeyed. Even in these dire circumstances, we cannot turn from Jinan Varun's teachings. You will be granted safe passage through Dazra and the lands beyond. No harm will come to you. On that, you have my word. You even have my assurance that your compatriot here will also remain unharmed.
You don't recognize her?
But to truly aid us, you must become part of House Varun. This is not a thing done lightly, and it cannot be taken back. Will you commit to helping us by becoming one of the promised?
I'm not really big on joining their church. It's like they need a hero. You're going to be the hero, right? And they're like, but yeah, you got to swear allegiance to our snake god. And this is after the fact that every human in the rest of the galaxy, their only experience with House Varun are the zealots, which are like crusading around, basically murdering and pillaging. And so you know you don't like House Varun. And then the last time we saw the faction House Varun was in a Great Serpent's Crusade where they tried to like conquer the galaxy. And they got their asses kicked and then ran away and hid. We're gonna ask him what he wants.
Efforts to do
I like his red hair though.
something, anything about our current dilemma have fallen to
Could you
political
imagine how
infighting.
painful that tattoo would be to get?
I believe your
in our
arrival,
world?
if nothing else,
In
represents
their
a
world, they've
sign
got
from the
sci-fi
Great
technology that
Serpent
makes it
himself
easy peasy.
that we must finally put aside our differences and work together. It must be ordained that you would appear before us now, able to hear the speaker when no one else can.
Let's see what he means by the promised.
We, the people of House Varun, are the promised. The Great Serpent has blessed us with knowledge of the future and our place in it. Our service to him guarantees us a place in the new worlds he will create when he returns to enshroud the universe.
See, we're
A
Starborn,
greater gift could not
so we
be
understand like what
bestowed
this could
upon
be. Because you know, there's been other people that have been from the future, or different versions of themselves, giving them prophecies, but it's not. It's because they know what happens, right? All right, your people are always trying to kill me. Why the hell would I help you?
You must mean the Zealots.
Capital Z.
I assure you, they do not represent House Varun. We do not engage with the settled systems.
Yeah,
they
notice
would attack
that.
us just as
You know,
soon
you've got
as
an
you or
ambassador in
anyone
New
else.
Atlantis that would really like a
And they
phone
would
call, by the way.
certainly never extend an offer to join them, as I do now in this time of desperation. So, will you?
That's a lie, because Andresia's like a deep cover agent, right? Alright. I'm not going to agree with anything right now.
The Serpent has brought us all here together for a reason. We cannot, must not, fight what is ordained. I understand that this is a great deal to absorb. Please take a moment to think it over. But House Varun cannot wait forever.
You have no right to be here, outsider.
What?
Unbelievable.
I think they're going to make you
remain
join House
hopeful that
Varun
the Serpent has guided
to do
your
the
thoughts,
DLC.
as he guides us all. Have you reconsidered? Will you join House Varun?
Let's see. Let's do this one real quick.
The Serpent has
Do a
brought
quick
us.
save.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Let's do F5. Boom. And then let's deny it. Let's see what happens.
I remain hopeful. Will you join? Mere hours ago, I could never have imagined offering redemption to an outsider. Yet,
Well, if you're not converting people to your
we both
religion,
stand
you're
now.
going to be a dead religion
then you may
soon.
leave. But we will await your return, for it is the Serpent's will that leads us all. Even you. And he will lead you back to us.
Yeah, so that's your only option, really, if you want to do the DLC.
Did you need something? Yes, of course. I have never been. It has been.
I don't think I can
world-
listen to this conversation again. We're going to zip through real quick.
I have done so in the
Heard
past.
it many, many
And that, I
times.
think. Honestly, so many. I do enjoy combat. You have given me some. If you wish to know more, I will be here. Back to it then.
House Varun needs
All right,
your
fine.
assistance, outsider. I await your...
All right, let's go.
Excellent. Please, come with me.
I just want you to know I'm crossing my
Forgive me
fingers the
for
whole
not
time, though.
introducing myself. I am Malibor Dulkev.
For all I know, your
member of
great
the High
serpent is a
Council of House
starborn con man.
I have been asked to represent the Council in this moment. Please, enter our city. You have my word that you will not be harmed.
It's also really weird there were no
I
starborn
would ask that until
options
you have become
with
promised,
the conversation.
to avoid the citizens of Dasra. They are not used to outsiders. Open the gate!
I dig the skybox, though.
For now, but surely you saw the scaled citadel as you arrived. It
Oh,
was the
that's a good
center
picture.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
Never fails to make me giggle. You want to pose with me, Andresia? Yeah, let me stand here.
We have lost many of our brothers and sisters.
Alright, this is actually difficult to get your companion to do what you want.
In danger.
Alright, so if I do this... Talk.
Hello. Very good.
Here, look up, pose, photo mode. Alright. She's always mirroring. Oop, I did not want to take that picture. Oop. No, I don't like that one either. Let's head up. Let's head up a little more. Looks pretty cool. God damn it. Well, let's look up to the skies. Photo mode. Whee! I'm a bit of a tourist when it comes to this game. Let's do ground, see what that looks like. Let's make the statue the priority. Alright, let's see. Why is that not working? These are new. I don't remember these. Nice. Alright, let's do photo gallery. Let's get rid of that one. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, where were we? Ooh, somebody's praying. Check that out. What do you got there? Oh yeah, they make these little bone weapons. So they're given a pet when they're young and being trained and educated, and then when they get to a certain point, they have to kill their pet and then make a weapon out of it. And they all have these bone daggers made out of their killed pets.
Counselor,
Oh,
what
God,
is
let's
the
see.
meaning of this?
Is there a problem, Makula?
The city is in
outsider
shambles. The
here in
speaker is
Dasa.
missing, and here you
These
are
really are
leading some
strange
outsider through our sacred
If you have been
space.
sent to us, then I
Why
hope
allow
you can
this
help.
husk to defile our city? Have we not lost enough?
Yeah, no
Have
calculating.
faith. I
Supposedly,
believe
like,
this outsider was
the
guided
Nazis
here by
did
the
that
great
with Hitler
serpent
youths. I don't
himself.
know if that's just propaganda or if that
Soon,
actually happened or not.
serpent willing, they
But
will
I've heard
be
that
one of
before,
us.
you know, in fiction.
I can be sure.
I think Spartans are supposed to have done something like that.
The High Council.
But again, I don't know if it's just fiction or not.
I apologize for the interruption.
Oh, there's a wind chime.
There is
That's
a
cool.
ritual intended for converts to the promised that has not been performed in generations. We
But
are
when you marry
fortunate that there are
Andreja,
those
she
still
gives you
alive who
hers.
remember the old ways and have remained prepared for such a moment as this.
Looks like we're ready for a barbecue. We'll do that after church services. I remember that being said about the Spartans. Yeah. I think I've heard it attributed to the Nazis as well, but I don't.
Suspected we might
Sounds like
find
it could be
you here
propaganda. Who knows?
I saw the ship landing. I knew immediately.
And it could just be
that
like
I
a
would be
dirtbag
Indeed,
teacher
you
that made
are.
his students do it.
This is
Who knows?
Inaza Herald.
It's
of the
really
Serpent.
gross.
She will guide you through the ritual.
It's one of those things that would permanently alter a
Needed
young mind,
elsewhere, but I assure you that you are in good hands.
which is what they're going for, right? All right, priest lady, what's happening? You know what, lady? I dig this whole vibe you got going on here. This is groovy.
So, the great serpent sends you to me.
No, my navigation computer sent me to you. And the Unity.
There is something about
Do you know about the Unity?
No,
I could tell you
husk.
things that would blow
But
your
walk
mind.
the serpent's path. To enter the sacred cave, there is no turning back. You will be forever changed. This is a path you must walk of your own free will, alone.
It's not my own free will.
You step forward.
The video game has coerced me into doing so.
Anointed,
I want you to know that.
one of
And as
the
a,
promised.
I do like your church door, though. It's pretty groovy. All right, let's see. Why do you call me a husk? Sounds rather rude.
You have not been filled with purpose by the great serpent,
Mm-mm.
so you are merely a husk. But perhaps
I've been
not
driven
for
by the
long.
lust of power and the love of good women. You want to allow me to romance you? I'll totally romance you. I'll make 3 beds.
Those born to House Faroon spend every day surrounded by our history. The rituals that separate us from the husks happen naturally over time. You have not experienced that. Those who have not answered the Serpent's call cannot coexist with House Faroon. And
I just
so,
can't
if you
take
are
them
to end us
seriously
in our
because, like,
time of need,
you know, their religion,
you
how they
must
look, it just
become
seems like an
one of
emo
the
high school
promised.
band named Serpent's Call. Because, you know, if I was in an emo high school band, I would name it Serpent's Call. Or Bloody Lust. What's in the cave? What's in the box, madam? What is in that gosh dog box?
a lesson, a test.
Also reminds me of Star Wars Cave on Dagobah.
And fill you with something more than what you have been.
I'm ready.
Then enter, and I shall guide you along the serpent's path.
I like the actor's voice though. It's got like a slight bass to it.
Your escort.
It rumbles in my headset. I like the.
This is a profound step for you. Do not worry. You have nothing to fear.
But fear itself? Alright, Andreja. Glad I got your hands back, though.
I will await you at the end of the serpent's path.
Do you have blue hair? Dude, I really dig y'all's style. Alright, moving on. Don't know about the tattoos, but... Gotta get the ambiance. Turn the torch off.
The path lies before you, but it is up to you to walk it.
Will do, madam. Will do.
Before House Faroon, there were humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark.
See how detailed like every little thing is on the side?
They were each alone and isolated. Individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice.
We were doing so well. We were doing so well, guys. Luckily, we can burn through those conversations really quick. Alright. It's fine now. I just had like 2-3 hiccups. Yeah. It was probably just the crash locking up my system and causing OBS to freeze up or something.
Must walk the path.
I think I need a CPU upgrade. I was thinking about getting a 7800 X3D. But that with the motherboard and RAM would be like a lot of money.
Then scattered among the stars. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path.
I'm a bit of a loot goblin. Doesn't this remind you of like Morrowind? Or even Skyrim?
Of these souls.
It's a really cool
they
cave.
Were each alone and isolated. Individual tiny
We're gonna start quick saving like every 10 minutes.
At a moment's notice.
I want to decorate my ship with some of this stuff. Alright, candle, blowout.
But Chinang encountered the great
My headcanon is we're not joining their
and
religion,
with
we're just joining their house.
Knowledge. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them. They followed his guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their
I'll make a
former
bedroom for
lives.
Andreja and I, and
thus,
we'll decorate it House Faroon.
Was born.
That'll be
now
fun.
You too have the chance.
I couldn't live in Florida unless it was on the coast, otherwise the heat humidity would be... Yeah, it sucks, dude. I was born and raised here and I hate it. The only thing that keeps me here is friends and family. Cast aside your burdens. Okay. Sacrifice. Do you want a Constellation tank top blue? Nice. This is pretty cool.
The people's hopes and fears and dreams.
kind of clothing do I have? Cargo wear. What would look groovy? I like the collector's outfit. It's got a lot of charisma. I wish it gave me charisma.
The great serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House Varun to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps.
What's your fantasy location to live in? Do you have one that you kind of like fantasize about moving to one day? Like either in retirement or if you had $1 billion? Alright, make a leap of faith. We can do that. Dun, 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 dun. I have leveled up acrobatics. Whee! Wish I could do the candles, but I think I can craft candles when I'm decorating. We'll try to get a House Varun love nest for Andrasia and Captain Humongous.
Shinan Varun himself slept among them in these shelters.
They got like a little cafeteria down here.
It was spread the word of the serpent. It was here that the people of House Varun first understood the truth.
You know what? I should be able to learn the recipes for their goats, right? Because that goat has some pretty good bonuses. But I don't even think I've leveled up cooking, because cooking was very pointless in vanilla. Hopefully they buffed it or did something to make cooking worthwhile. Because like you would have like thousands of HP and food would give you like 5 HP. It was barely useful at level 1.
People of House Varun first understood the truth of the shrouding. The great serpent's return. He will encircle the universe he created, and all those who do not follow will be cast into shadow. And the people weighed this knowledge against their former lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult.
So this is like the internals of a ship.
You too will do well to feel that solace amidst the pain.
Either be Scotland or New Zealand. Yeah, I know New Zealand's very popular. I've listened to some Scotsmen talk, like Craig Ferguson. He's a comedian, and he had a talk show in the U.S. for a while. I still think he's like the best talk show host I've ever watched. Watch his highlights on YouTube. They'll crack you up, especially the ones with like very attractive women. They're fucking hilarious. But, you know, he became American, and he was very pro, like, patriotic. He was like a super patriot and all that kind of stuff. But he moved back to Scotland for whatever reason. But he always used to shit on Scotland, but he was like, there's something about it. Because, like, in our minds, we think of Scotland, like, either in medieval terms or in this, like, you know, picturesque storybook sort of way. But there's a lot of shitholes in Scotland, and Scotland's got a lot of issues. But, yeah, weather-wise, I love it. I like wet and cold. I don't care what anybody says, because, like, you can always bundle up. But if it's, like, 98 degrees with 100% humidity, man, it feels like the devil's taint. There's nothing you can do to feel better other than go inside where you got air conditioning. But, yeah. All right, let's meditate in some acid. I do like the kneeling though. No, that needs a screenshot. Photo mode. Let's try to get down low. Oh man. Really wish they would let me do that on my own. Wish I could play with the angles a little better here. Lighting sucks too. Alright, I want to center our character, but I want to do that. Ah, it looks stupid. No, let's do that. Let's saturate it. No, let's less saturation maybe. No. Contrast might help. No. It's already pretty saturated here anyway. That'll work. Alright, we have prayed to the stone tablet. Yes, it is burning a hole to our nether regions. I wouldn't want to be in a city in Scotland, particularly Glasgow. I'd be going to the Highlands, yeah. There's 2 big cities in Scotland. They say that people from one you can understand. You know, they speak English. And then the other one, you can barely understand them. I think the one you can't understand is Glasgow, correct?
Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the Great Serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Make now a sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether
well, at least
in
it's a
life
goat.
or in death, all must serve.
Alright, so we have to basically kill a goat. But at least that's livestock, you know? Man, I had a lot of good stuff in there. Alright, so we made a sacrifice. I don't remember the name of the animal they give to Varun children to, you know, sacrifice later and make a bone knife out of. But maybe it was a goat. Yeah, Edinburgh and Glasgow, right? Edinburgh you can understand, Glasgow you
Let
cannot.
us begin the final ritual. While none since Jinan Varun have stood before the Great Serpent, we can all feel his presence. To solidify this bond, you are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House Varun's connection to the Great Serpent. Pick the 2 that call to you. Place them on the altars. Offerings to the Great Serpent that he may fill you with his spirit and make you promise.
Will do, madam. Alright, what do we got here? Let's do perseverance. And strength. Not really into obedience and devotion, case by case basis. Hello, Eneza.
And so you arise, one of the promised of House Varun. Did you feel the Great Serpent working within you? Do you feel born anew?
You made me kneel in acid and kill a goat. Oh, finally a starborn answer. There's more than one way to feel born anew. Trust me.
Yes. Your confidence is impressive. Through strength and perseverance, House Varun will triumph over all that stands in its way. I grant you the title of Vindicator.
Very
all
edgelordy.
will know you. All will trust you. Above us, in the grand ship morning, jewel of the Varun fleet, the High Council awaits your arrival. Serve them.
So it looks like they
Serve the
crash
Great
landed their,
Serpent.
you know, their
All must serve.
their flagship. So I think this ship was like their flagship during the Great Serpent Crusade, which happened 100 years ago or whatever. And then this is the internals of that, so that's why they had like break rooms and snacks in their holy place. I think. Ooh, I want that. Can I have that? No, damn it. That sucks. What was that? Green. All right, well, let's kick rocks. All right, how do I get out of here? This way. Laser rifle, huh? That's cool. That's a new weapon. Oh wow, finally a laser gun. That's pretty cool. It's got a shitty bonus though. That's all RNG, you know, if you make like a quick save. You can reload different stuff. That's the best way to get good weapons and armor is go find a bunch of bosses, save right before they die, and then just keep reloading. I don't have patience for that though. I just use what they give me. Let's go to the cockpit. This is fun and all, and I'm having a good time just because it's new, but yeah. It's not like Nuka-Cola DLC, where everything about Nuka-Cola DLC, I haven't finished it yet, but it kind of gives you that feeling of like, oh wow, this is so cool. I mean, this is fun. And it's nice that we're figuring out House Varun, because they've been talking about it ad nauseum. Ministry of Commerce. I think they're running out of food and stuff for some reason. I don't know why they can't just get on a ship and move.
Good to see you.
Yeah, supply chain. So they're like running out of food and having problems. This is their government. Alright, Malibor, what's happening here?
Welcome, Vindicator. You stand before what remains of the High Council, advisors to Anasko Varun. We are all that is left after the disaster that has befallen our people. I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from House Kadik.
So I wonder if the disaster destroyed their ships or something. Like, why can't they just get off planet and go trade somewhere?
We are all of us hopeful that your arrival in Dazra and your clear connection to Anasko Varun, for the first time in weeks,
because their planet looks cool, but it doesn't
some
look like a
semblance of hope.
good place to grow crops. I don't have a connection to this guy or anyone here. Someone needs to start explaining what's going on. What's with all the houses? Aren't you all House Varun?
Collectively, we unite under the banner of House Varun, pledged to follow Jinan Varun and his descendants. But our society is not a monolith. Jinan, in his wisdom, shepherded the first of us into families that we might grow and prosper. Our 3 families have for generations now helped to govern the people of House Varun, and offer counsel to our leader.
Alright, explain what's happening here, bud.
I understand. Until you were one of us, we could not trust you.
By all means, Malibor. I can't wait to see how you spend this.
Please, can we just for a moment...
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Varun since before any of us were born?
Look like they would trap all the water. Those aren't very good shoes.
You were not there. You did not see
but...
Anasko. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time.
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
Do not waste time with more bickering. Anasko, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please, Malibor. Do go on.
Anasko Varun, like his father before him, has relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us. Anasko wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great Serpent, and so sought a means of reaching out.
Perhaps he found the teachings inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
I mean nothing by it. We simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a series of experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now. We'd be like the rest of them.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and
guys need a bigger room.
across Dazra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state. Right there and...
So I bet the Vortex is like a
beyond
place
our
in
reach.
between our reality and like the
We
Unity.
can only assume that the experiment is still running.
Because they're not all the
somehow
way there. You know, they were
preventing us
blocked by
from
something.
entering the
Either,
Citadel.
either their own
We cannot
technology
get
or,
in, so we cannot stop
you know,
it.
whatever power is behind the Unity stopped them.
We're beginning to lose hope before you arrived.
What is Vortex?
Forgive me, I am no scientist. But as it has been explained to me, what we call the Vortex is the space between universes.
Yeah. How long ago did this happen?
It has only been a few weeks. There had been efforts to put together some kind of response, some plan. But they had fallen apart.
Mm-hmm.
Your arrival and your interaction with Anasco shows that he can still be saved. A plan had been devised to access the Citadel, but the work stalled. Clearly, it is time to move forward with it. The current head of our science team, Ekris, should be in Genon Plaza down below us, towards the Citadel. Tell him about your experience with Anasco, and that work on the morning device must proceed.
All right. I think the chatty Cathys are finally done. Do-do-do-do-do.
Do you know the scientists out at Hamadi Station?
The old married couple? Azad and Shireen, if I remember right. I've met them a few times.
Sounds
They
like
seemed
side
a little
quest.
eccentric, but were otherwise quite nice.
I like your
That's
duds.
them, yes. They're apparently looking for some help with their research. They made some kind of discovery that has them troubled.
Good luck finding help at a time like this.
Indeed. Yet the Serpent provides for the faithful, so who knows?
Nothing is truly impossible.
All right, so we've got our first side quest of the DLC. Whoop. Now we can finally explore. All right, let's look at the local map. All right, so yeah. So you can see remnants of a ship. So did they crash land or what happened here? That's where we're parked. So we've got halls of healing. Oh, they've got a flippin' plastic surgery place. How cool is that? What's that? Vacant house. We can buy a house. We've got Harold's Rest. We've got Keep Armory. Dazra Explored. Faroon Depository. You know what? We should go there because there might be like House Varun specific tattoos and stuff. I think it'd be cool.
Ah, yes.
See, am I going the right way? Not really, no. Alright, we want to go east and south. Oh yeah, our compass sucks. I forgot about that. I think that's north. We want to go this way. So I guess that's the Citadel with the force field around it. What do we have here? It's a cool little area.
Yes?
What are you up to?
If you ask me, we should be celebrating. No one can doubt the Great Serpent's existence now.
Sure we can.
I have never seen anything like this.
Can we have a unique conversation with you over here?
You have my attention. You do not need to ask.
No.
All right, then.
This local map is new. They didn't used to have this. Alright, let's go this way. Well, they have 21% O2. They have 1 G of gravity. Temperature is 6 degrees Celsius. I don't think a lot of that information is accurate, though, because a lot of times they'll be freaking out that it's too...
so great that we deserved this. Our home. Everything we have ever worked for, gone in an instant.
We will rebuild, darling. Everything will be all right. I promise you. It was not a very nice home anyway, huh?
Your jokes are not helpful.
I apologize. I am just trying to put a smile on that face. It has been so long since I have seen you smile.
I do not understand. How are you like this? How can you be so relaxed? We are homeless.
The house and our belongings, they were nice, and I do miss them. But they are not you. You, my love, are my strength. As long as I have you, nothing can break me. Everything will be all right, love. I promise you.
You're romantic. You always know what to say. I am glad to still have you by my side.
Talk about main character energy. We run over here. Obviously, you're listening to a private conversation and put a spotlight on them so we can see what their clothing looks like. Big Dick Energy has nothing on main character energy. Meat House. I want to go to the Meat House.
Credits running low. Ugh, what am I going to do?
I've got lots of credits. You want some?
I do hope that the Great Serpent has a plan for me.
There are at least some areas where things have not been thrown into total chaos.
I didn't realize this was a named NPC. You seem concerned.
I am.
This might be the side quest.
I lost my job at the Cultural Center. Or more accurately, the Cultural Center is lost. It does not even exist anymore. My livelihood is gone. My credits are dwindling, and I do not know what is going to happen to me. The uncertainty is driving me mad.
Got a pretty cool nose ring, though. That's something. You worked at the Cultural Center. What was that like?
It was wonderful while it lasted. The job was stable, good pay, and enjoyable. I always looked forward to the yearly trip the school children would make to the Cultural Center. I was one of the managers, so I was in charge of cataloging artifacts and creating displays. Most of the center was dedicated to Jinan Varun and the Serpent's Crusade. I do not necessarily agree with some of the content that was on display.
See, I would have liked to have visited that place.
It is a shame that so much history is now lost.
Now we have
time.
to like collect those things and probably turn them in or something. All right, what area of the city is this?
This used to be the neighborhood where most of us common folk lived. Not much of a neighborhood any longer, seeing as there are only a few houses left. That being said, almost all of the noble housing that was closer to the scaled citadel is gone as well. The vortex has spared no one.
What are your thoughts on the emergency?
How can anyone even begin to make sense of it all? Hundreds of people gone in an instant, along with most of the city. It is like something out of a nightmare. I feel guilty, to tell the truth. I was supposed to work on the day the Cultural Center disappeared. I was sick, and my coworker
Right, so it wasn't
covered
destroyed,
for
it
me.
disappeared, so we'll find it.
And now...
And then we'll be able to see the Serpent's Crusade from
gone
their point of
forever.
view. Because we've only heard
just
of it
cannot
through
stop
the
thinking.
point of view of the UC.
Why? Why did this have to happen to us?
I think we're a citizen of the UC right now. It's one of our traits. All right, this was the great. All right, so we can like full blow or full on go, religious and be a great serpent, alkalite or whatever. All right, that's a question with no answer. You just have to try and move on. Asking yourself questions that drive crazy. Move on.
Sometimes I wish I became a herald. Their faith can see them through anything comfortably.
It can be false faith, though.
For instance,
gotta fake it till you make it.
Seems to be unbreakable. Perhaps I must meditate and trust the Great Serpent's designs more.
Okay, that's refreshing to talk to an
well
NPC. She doesn't give me like a quest or something. Just a nice little conversation. Listen to the discussion.
Except we can't build without construction materials and resources. And what about this talk of missing supplies? I would think the conversation starts
cool
there.
Tattoo.
I apologize, but with the cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going.
How convenient.
You're putting the growth before the horns! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound radical, but if we could reunite with some of the exile from House Malim...
Careful, Envoy. It means nothing if those who lend a hand are holding a knife.
Not to mention, they're completely sloughing mad. What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me
that
see
haircut.
what I can
That's a
find
high
out
maintenance
regarding
buzz
the
job.
missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
All right, talk to
I
Cassandra.
am a busy man,
That is
but
you,
I will try
right?
to make time.
I'll talk to you in a moment. I want to get a haircut. All right, Halls of Healing. I want to go to the meat house. That sounds amazing. That's Spaceport. Is this the meat house? Hell yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hey, look, it's Cora. At least they made her darker skin. All the other ones were like exactly like Cora. That's Cora with darker skin, which is fine. Okay. Got her. It's a hell of a beast. Greetings.
Stay a while. Put your mind at ease. The outside world can wait, huh?
Gosh, dog right, Cresso.
It's you.
Let's you and I become buddies.
Welcome. If you're looking to stave off hunger, you will find no better place. We serve high-quality growth, freshly slaughtered.
How painful exactly was that tattoo on your throat? I have to know. Well, it's not like there are many other options in Dazra, so this will have to do. That sounds rude. We won't say that.
This seems like your kind of place. Aha, yes, friend. This is the place.
The only place, right on.
Now, just enjoy yourself. If you need something, holler. And I do mean holler.
How has the vortex affected your food supply?
Our food supply? We are holding on. The growth farmers have been working tirelessly to make sure there are no major disruptions. I am unsure how long that can realistically continue, but I trust in the Great Serpent.
I wonder if like pure carnivores or if they even have like fruits and vegetables and stuff. I'd like to take a look at what you're selling.
Of course, of course.
I wonder if they take UC credits. All right, what does that do? 10% O2, damage resistant. That's not very good. 5% XP gain for 30 minutes. That's pretty good. Buy that. Persuasion, damage resistant. Seaweed and egg porridge. Seaweed wine. Mmm, that sounds tasty. He doesn't have a lot of food, though, that's for sure. Luckily, he's got a lot of credits. Alright, how long have you worked here?
How long has it been? Maybe 45 years. Oh, it is painful to say that. I remember the day my younger brother and I began our first shift in the slaughterhouse. He barely knew how to handle a knife. Some years later, though, he was practically running the place. He passed some time ago. But the meat house still holds so many wonderful memories of him. I am so thankful that the Great Serpent saw fit to spare this place. How do I feel about it? Not good. Not good. But I am holding on, though. There is no point in becoming bogged down by fear. I also feel strangely honored in a way that I am able to serve the people of Dazra in this time of need. To offer them food and allow them to, if, well, only for a moment, escape to a simpler, safer time. What an honor that is, truly. Come back another time.
Alright, Cress is a cool guy. Warm and inviting, which is good for a guy selling food.
Word around the city is that emergency food rations are running low. I pray our broad supply holds firm. We will be fine. How can you be so sure? If the emergency rations run out...
Alright, some of my groats have yet again gone missing. I am working to rectify the situation, but unfortunately you will have to make do with 2 groats instead of the promised 5. Alright, so somebody's stealing groats. As soon as I figure out what is happening to my groats, your next delivery will be free. That's from Malik.
Someone will look to us to provide food.
Alright. So the disaster has caused them to be in dire straits, of course. I wonder what this place looked like before the disaster.
The Great Serpent will deliver us from this. I know.
Yeah, probably.
And guess what she tells me? She tells me there is somebody else. Never loved me to begin with. Sloth.
His closest friend is a groat. That's
Laying
good.
next to a body that could not care less about me.
Alright, alteration clinic.
She's gone now.
See if there is
When you are
some.
older, you will get your tattoos like me.
They are so pretty. I cannot wait. I want tattoos just like yours.
When you are older, you can get them. I think they will suit you better than me.
Does it hurt when you get them?
It is uncomfortable, but it is not as bad as you think. And you are stronger than I am, so it should not bother you at all.
Yeah, I'm ready. I
Great
miss being able to
Serpent.
play with my friends.
Please, help me. I am...
You need help?
Vindicator.
I can help you. Do you need help? No. Okay. Greetings, madam.
Welcome to the Alteration Clinic.
I'm looking to become a sexy serpent
Welcome to the
cosplayer.
Alteration Clinic, where you can change your look to change your life.
This is just an enhance, isn't it? That's what it's called everywhere else.
I am not allowed to call it that, but where you are from,
This is like
that
China.
is what you would
Yeah,
call
they
a shop
steal all
like
the
mine.
ideas and
Even those in
all the
Dazra
intellectual
are
property.
surprised. The shop was set up by my father.
And they act like they came up with it.
After he came to acquire the machine. The Alteration Clinic is still a novelty to a lot of people here.
Yeah, I bet.
I must admit, I am excited that you've stopped by. Maybe a customer from the settled systems can add an air of legitimacy to my little
That is the
operation
first time
here.
anybody has mentioned that we are from the settled systems. Isn't that crazy? Do you get a lot of customers?
Enough to keep the machine running, but business has never been lucrative.
You said your father acquired the enhanced machine. How did he do that?
Well, it was not a...
Smuggling?
A legal transaction. Look, this is my shop. I do not have to answer these questions. This is a completely legitimate operation, and I do not condone my father's actions.
May I suggest you wash your face if you're going to be the owner of a plastic surgery machine cafe. No offense, but is this safe? Do you know what you're doing?
No need to worry. It is perfectly safe, I assure you. I keep the machine in good
This is the kind of place that
working order
injects
myself.
silicone in your ass.
And my training
Then it
is as
becomes
good as
lumpy and
any
cancerous.
enhanced practitioner in the settled systems. My father and I spent hours scouring the machine's instruction manual.
All right, let's do it.
The machine is perfectly safe, I promise.
I believe you. All right, let's do face. All right, let's do... We want hair. Is there new options for hair? Nope, nope. Hair, thank you. No new hair, huh? You tell me the DLC has no new Varun hair. I do like a man bun. Well, that's just depressing. Not really big on jewelry. Looks like they've got some Varun tattoos, but I don't. They might have had them before. I like this one. I just wish I could have this shaved right here. But they don't. That's not an option. Go with that, I guess. I don't know. That way I can see the tattoos. Eyeshadow. Alright, we'll just get that. It'll be our Varun RP. Okay. Finish. Alright, do we want to stick with Humongous? Empath, United Qualities, Native, Wanted, yeah. Alright, let's go to Vasco names. Let's see here. Atticus Atkins abduction on him. What was our title? Vindicator? Let's find a name that starts with a V. Valkyrie, Valentine, Vindicator, Valentine. That's cool. Vash, Vaughn, Venkman. Venkman, that's Ghostbusters. Vivian, Victoria, Vikings. I do like Valentine. Or Venkman because Ghostbusters. What do you guys think? Valentine or Venkman? Tough choice. We'll go with Valentine in honor of Valentine from Fallout 4. Valentine. Even though this is very ghosty, Venkman would work. Yeah, I'll do Venkman for our second playthrough. Alright, we are he, him. Valentine. Perfect. Nope. Enter. Pronoun. Yep. He, him. Confirm. Save changes? Yes. Alright, how'd we do? I don't know, that's Varuni, right? It's kind of hard to tell because our collector's outfit is very busy. It's a very busy outfit. I like it though. Alright, let's try a Varun outfit of some kind. It's garbage. I didn't get that cool Varun outfit, the one that gives me persuasion. We have to go get that somehow or another. Alright, lords and ladies of the realm. I've got to do a quick BRB. Boop.
Ah,
that didn't work out very well. Oh man, it's annoying. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, when you tab out on that one, it causes lag.
It is good to see you. Business has been slow since the calamity struck.
Alright, we'll just use that then. Why is that one so much better? Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Oh, welcome. If you need a change, you have come to the right place.
Bill Murray is my guys. Oh yeah, Venkman. We went with Valentine though, because Valentine was one of our favorite companions in Fallout 4, but I'll totally do Venkman next time. We've styled our hair like Andrasia's to let her know that we're interested. We got 3 bots in a row. Yeah, I've banned a few. How many bots have we had tonight? Quite a few. Start keeping track. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, like 9, maybe more. About 9. I don't think that's breaking the record, but it's annoying. What I don't understand is every one of those bots that comes into chat already has a warning that they're possibly a bot. So I think what's happening is people are banning them, but they're not reporting them. But I'm like, if somebody gets like fucking 20 bans in the first 30 minutes of existence, you can go ahead and, you know, delete that account. All right, I think we're done here. Whoop. Where else can we visit? I want to visit these places over here. All right, we got a side quest. Oh yeah, let's go to the armory. All right, so let's fly over there.
Seems the Odlum brothers are arguing in the plaza.
Mm-hmm. It is difficult to imagine Dasra recovering.
Oh, this is a cool little thing. Hello.
Huh. There's a lot of things missing around Dasra. Supplies, government.
I find you attractive,
buildings.
cartoon lady. What was that discussion all about?
Oh, the usual politics. Everyone has an opinion, nobody has a consensus. It's exhausting. The only thing the houses have ever been good at is pointing fingers. Mine's coiled and ready. Is yours?
Do you like my new throat tattoo? Alright, has work been challenging since the incident?
Yes, you might say that. But I
Bit of a
like
dumb
a
question.
challenge. Sometimes tragedy is an opportunity to advance. Especially if the vortex swallows.
I wonder what their
the
accent is
exterior.
supposed to derive
Or
from.
two.
Or if it's just like an all-new accent. I believe it was like a created accent. You know, it wasn't trying to be like any of Earth's accents or something. What's your role here?
I am a member of House
Are you into role play?
stationed at the keep. Our job to make sure everyone is working and committed to the cause.
Pretty
If
professor,
someone
naughty
has
student?
a crisis
Is that the kind of role play you're into?
We simply remind them the importance of their role. As the saying goes, all must serve.
What can you tell me about the keep?
Well, the keep is where the army of Hasvaroon has been traditionally armed and trained. To fight and conquer will always be a part of our culture.
That's the name of my Discord
Even
channel.
in peacetime, the serpent is coiled and ready to strike.
Where were you when the cataclysm happened?
Well, I was in Jinan Plaza and had a full view of the whole thing. It was spectacular. A wave of energy sweeping over the city, eating everything in its path. The destruction alone was impressive. But what I'll always remember is the noise. The vortex itself moved swiftly, darkly. But the sound of it was a slow hum. Deliberate. I can't explain it any other way. Like thunder rolling after the lightning. The power of the great serpent. Unleashed.
Her tattoo really throws me off because the lines are going right through the pupils. That was her goal. She accomplished it. Good day to you, madam. We will flirt with you again.
You stopped talking. Did the vortex get your brain too?
Well, that's just rude. I don't have a crush on you anymore. Go away. All right. game is very broken. Please go away. Thank you.
Remember, Chosen. None but the faithful are promised tomorrow.
Seems like a lot of faithful weren't even promised that. Alright, give me a side quest.
First the cataclysm, now this. There's too much going on right now.
Commerce. You should try working less. It works for rich people. Wellness. You look exhausted. Maybe take a day off. Let's go with wellness.
Pray that I could, but right now I need more time, not less. I'm sorry if I seem a bit flustered. Things have been chaotic since the cataclysm, and now word of missing supplies. But that doesn't excuse my rudeness. Let me at least introduce myself. My name is Kezrani Dulkev. I work as an executor for House Dulkev.
I'm Valentine. It's nice to meet you. I've had many names, though.
And I'm well aware.
Don't bother
of who
memorizing
you
it.
are. Word of the first convert in generations is on everyone's lips these days.
The DLC
But
didn't
I'm
give me a
sure
choice.
you
I
are
had to
busy
join.
getting adjusted to life here. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, the lady behind me, is she single? We find her attractive. Alright, no, but maybe I can help you. Seems like I'm looking for work. I overheard your conversation. Alright, yeah, we'll help you out. We're going to be a
only
messiah for
begins
these
to
people.
Describe it. It's about the supply shortage. There may be a reason
Yeah, I'm a
for
thief.
it beyond the cataclysm itself. A week ago, my cousin Ukaru came to my office concerned about a series of lost shipments. He was certain someone was using the tragedy as cover to steal supplies and route them to our enemies.
Who are your enemies? Doing so would be treason, using tragedy, a smart move. Which enemy? Yeah, tell me about these enemies.
I'm not sure. The message was vague, and there are many who would want to do us harm.
You did start a crusade and kill a whole bunch of innocent people. Alright, that would be treason.
But given the seriousness of the accusation, the proof must be irrefutable. So I told my cousin to return with more evidence. And when I didn't hear back, I assumed that was the end of it. But this morning, I received a slate from a courier. It was from Ukaru. It was worrying, to say the least.
Explain.
It felt like Ukaru was trying to warn me. The contents were cryptic. He mentions a possible conspiracy and being followed, and, well, I hate to say it, but
You know Andrasia
I'm
doesn't have
starting to
tattoos.
panic. He hasn't shown up to work
Probably because
in
she's a deep
days,
agent, right?
And the timing of
A
all
blower
this feels
cover.
suspicious.
A sudden absence would give credence to the idea he was followed.
I have a mosquito. I'll be right back.
Agreed. Ukaru was extremely punctual. An absence like this is very unlike him. But if he is in danger, I don't know if it's safe for me to investigate. I need someone disconnected from the noble houses.
Yeah, he ran away. You know, when I stood
Time
up
is
on
pressing.
business.
Was there
Actually, the
anything
only
else?
mosquitoes that bite you or suck your blood are the females, so they can get enough nutrition to lay eggs. Little bastards. All right, you. What's going on here? All right, I'll investigate. Just tell me where to start. I don't have time for all Yeah, why don't you investigate? Why do I have to do everything? And don't tell me it's because I'm a main character. I know that, but I want to hear your excuse.
I'm not sure that's wise, given Ukaru's warnings. If what he says is true, a watchful eye is being kept on House Dulkev. They may blame him or me for the supplies going missing. And if I investigate this, I could be accused of wiping records or tampering with evidence. An independent investigator, unaffiliated with the houses, is what we need here.
Sounds good. I wonder what House Andrasia is. Alright, I'll investigate.
Ukaru's workstation is likely your best bet. He's been working in the rehabilitation unit on the 3rd floor of the Halls of Healing.
Oh, nice. I haven't been there yet.
If you run into any issues with access, hand this slate to my fellow executors. Once you locate him, report back to me. I've got a meeting at House Kadik later, but I shouldn't be hard to track down. Hopefully you'll find my cousin alive and safe.
Sounds like fun. Alright, we've got the duels. Stop the argument in Plaza. Scientific method. Talk to that guy. And then we got the main DLC quest. We need to go buy some clothes. We need some fashion.
What am I to do now?
I already talked with you, didn't I? Yeah.
Excuse me, Vindicator. Can I have a word?
Sure.
The requests for aid and supplies never cease. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev.
Before you continue,
Normally,
know
I
that
would
fetch
ask how I can
questing
help you,
and collection
but
of
under
random
the
resources
circumstances,
for low
I'm the one
reward
who needs help.
is one of my most
oversee the
hated
delivery of
quest
goods
chains.
to those living outside the city.
Be forewarned, lady.
I lost one of
I
my
know you've got
couriers
plot
to
armor.
the
This isn't
recent
Fallout.
catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply.
And now the deliveries are piling up. I'm not sure I can be much help in finding a replacement.
I see that you understand. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible.
I just landed. Your people forced me to join your religion. I became a vindicator, a savior of your people, and I'm on a mission from God to save your planet. And you want me to do what now? Can you repeat that right here? This here's gone deaf. This one went deaf by killing godlike creatures called Starborn. But, you know.
The delay has been too long.
I don't think she
already.
cares.
If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that. It is my duty to uphold our high standards. Time is wasted.
Sounds like you're trying to
so
make
I
it
will
my
get to
duty.
the point. I would like you to be my new courier. Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce
It's not a
has
good
a
business model.
sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost.
I think that we should help her. Those supplies might be important, perhaps even vital.
They are indeed, and our customers have been waiting far too long to receive
I
them.
like her neck tattoo.
Please tell me that you will accept.
Well, I kind of have
Force me
to.
beg on my knees where all can see.
My future wife who says I should. It would be an honor to serve House Tukef, my lady.
Well spoken
We'll
and
white knight
very
it.
true. In so doing,
She
you
likes
can
that.
take pride in knowing you have made a contribution to a noble lineage.
Haven't done anything yet.
Here are the packages.
So it looks like they have a hierarchy.
One
They have
is for
highborn,
Alik
lowborn, all that
Jadaka,
kind of
who
stuff.
you can find at a nearby growth farm.
Hopefully their
Another
laborers
is
aren't
for
slaves, but they
Tiranosta,
probably
who is
are.
working on some
We'll see.
repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels.
All right, we got packages, lots of packages. Yeah, we'll get right on that, madam. First priority.
I have not seen my sister in days.
Good. Fine. Oh, god damn it.
I have not seen my sister in days. Great Serpent, I pray nothing has happened to her.
Alright, looks like it's functioning. Can I take a nap? Nope. Hello, Vasilis. Citizen.
What do you require?
I don't know. Do you sell anything?
Oh, it's you. Let me make one thing
You
very
got a lot of
clear.
gold
You will
eyes.
receive no preferential treatment. No free treatments, no free supplies. We barely have enough as it is.
I don't remember asking you about free stuff.
Good. Please understand, I have not been myself lately.
They even animated her clearing her own throat. That was pretty cool.
The stress of everything is becoming
She went-
overwhelming, but that is no excuse to act like I just did. I apologize.
Apology accepted. Oh, that's cool. That's the first time that I'm talking to them, you know, in my real voice, and then they gave me the actual thing. No.
I appreciate that. Now, may I help you with something?
Why are you wearing that face guard? What's happening? I need help, Doc. How do you feel about the disaster? How did you become a healer?
I had little choice in the matter, as everyone in my family has been in this profession. As soon as I came of working age,
All right, so
my
they're like
father
a
would set me
society
beside
of,
him and have me aid his procedures.
You know, whatever your parents did, you're going to do. There's a hierarchy. There's highborn, lowborn, midborn. Do you ever wish you went into a different profession? Like
I am
explorer?
unsure. I think about that at times. Did I become a healer just to appease my father? Should I have pushed back and traveled another path in life? Well, I must stop ruminating. This type of talk is inappropriate around patients.
I completely agree. In fact, I was thinking that it was inappropriate that we're having this conversation. Anyway, how do you feel about the disaster?
Exhausted, drained, hopeless. I am not sure what brought this disaster upon us, whether it was the Great Serpent's wrath, or a horrible accident, or something else. But what I do know is that
I think
these
we need
people who are
purple hair
suffering,
to match
they
our
did
outfit.
not deserve any of
But we need to
this.
get a new outfit. We need a Varun outfit. It's easy to fall into hopelessness, but I know that Dazra will recover because there's a main character. If it was the Great Serpent's wrath that brought this on Dazra, then some of them did deserve it. It's hard to imagine Dazra recovering from... No, positive.
I do not believe your optimism is warranted, frankly, but I will admit it is
These
a
voice
nice
actors
change
are
of pace.
killing it, by the by.
I hope you are right. But for now, it is hard for me to believe that we will ever crawl out of this hole.
All right, let's do some trade.
Try not to get too greedy.
It's difficult. I'm a loot goblin. All right, all those, because I always break my bones. Ooh, I want the goat pie. What is that? 30 minutes. Yeah, I want lots of goat pie. Lots of goat pie. Med pack, sure. Actually, I think I have 1,000 of them damn things. Yeah, one of them things. Sure. Zipper bandages, yeah. All right, let's sell. Sell. What do I have here? I use grenades. Just use them as money. They're not very effective, and all they do is blow like journals and stuff everywhere that I'm trying to collect. All right, Doc. I think we're done here.
Let me examine you.
Now
Nothing
we're talking.
is wrong with you. If we are done, please move along.
I don't know. Hang out with us for a little while. You'll figure it out. Lots of stuff wrong with us. All right, let's do the mission. Whee! Holy shit, this is a big place. Floor not responding, blah, blah, radiology. Alrighty.
I'm sorry, but this wing of the hospital is under investigation.
That's
You'll
why
have
I'm
to
here. I am Vindicator Valentine.
Even with the cataclysm, this is highly irregular.
That face animation.
That's not surprising. Kisrani is obsessed
It's
with
like he's in physical
transparency
pain.
and often seeks independent help. I find this tendency unwise.
And by unwise,
oh, now we're
he
talking.
means a complete disregard for operational security, rules, and regulations.
Possibly. And yet,
I'm a fan of the robots in this
despite what
game.
I said and unsaid, she persists in doing so. So, we must come to a compromise.
A good compromise leaves
This guy looks like he's at a rave in 1999.
This one was particularly miserable.
I will give you the keycard to Ukaru's computer. You will be able to access documents and correspondence for the past month. Any further access will require admin privileges, which I am not willing to grant.
That's not good enough. I need admin privileges, please.
I apologize, but you were only given access to view the computer's records. Admin privileges are restricted to House officials only.
I'm Vindicator. Doesn't the game give me everything I need? All right. Let me, surely we can break the rules here, given that...
These are desperate times.
I'm here on behalf of Kisrani. There's no reason not to grant me full approval.
True. Although Kisrani did not request admin access for you.
I know, I did.
Would expect her to, if it's required for her investigation.
Stop wasting my time. You should be aware of who I am and what I am capable of.
I am aware of your stature, and the threat is noted. I would rather not make an enemy of you.
I wouldn't either.
Suppose, given all that's happened,
If I ever meet a main character, I'm staying out of their way.
You'll be granted temporary admin privileges to Ukaru's computer. That should be enough for you to do your investigation. Unfortunately, rather than use the proper channels, he chose to start his own investigation.
His accent sounds a little Nordic.
A very unfortunate choice.
I will not pretend to know the particulars of this case. I will say
Doesn't sound Varoon, which I think is a fake accent, but
we have a
maybe the different houses have different accents.
We are professional. We are exacting.
We don't make mistakes.
Precisely.
Let's see. Is it unusual? Man, that's a lot of conversations.
Ukaru hasn't logged into his station for some time. I've had to process several write-ups documenting his absence.
Dereliction of duty. Failure to serve. Fireable offenses all around.
We've also had to shift resources and people to make up for his absence. Suffice to say, it has made navigating this current situation more difficult. It is highly unusual for anyone to display such disobedience, especially now. Such actions are tantamount to heresy. Loss of employment is the most likely outcome.
A beheading isn't off the table.
It would be done humanely, of course.
Wow. If it's done humanely, I guess a little beheading. I mean, what's a little beheading between friends?
Several. The halls of healing are extremely busy. We can't keep track of every individual that passes through. In particular, the patients. We had to usher one out of here just now, who claimed to have a crippling headache.
Given the patient himself was a headache, it's likely genetic.
The admin privileges I've granted you will allow you to view the access logs, however, that track the last users to sign in.
That's why you want to exhaust all conversations in Bethesda games. You never know when you find nuggets of glory. I mean, there's a lot of filler, of course, but it can be worth it.
To get back to these spreadsheets.
All right, staff only. Man, you've got a creepy-looking hospital, man. How about some warmer lighting, some comfort? That looks like the most uncomfortable chair I've ever seen. All right, what is your name? Medical robot.
He will likely be.
All right. All right, let's do this. What do we got here? Records deleted. Use the built-in archive recovery. All these are deleted. Restore archive, please. Restored. All right. All right, suspicion. All right, things aren't being shipped. They're on hold. He put a tracking device on something to try to catch somebody. Won't be able to do the thing. All right. What happened? All right, you're being... Or now he's being followed. So we got some, like, criminal organization or something. Or it could be ghosts. You know what it could be? It could be the people that got shattered, you know, and they're zipping in and out of the universe, but when they're here for a second, they grab, like, some food or something. then they take their bacon sandwich or their groat, pulled groat beef sandwich or whatever you want to call that. And then move on. It could be that. All right, login records. All right, we had a remote login, of course. And then that guy.
Edited upon his return.
Not very useful. What the hell's over here? This is damage from the shattering. Place got effed up. They got a Terror Brew crop. Where did they get Terror Brew? Man, they've got smugglers. Well, that's what Andrasia was. I think Andrasia is like, she's like a deep cover agent that would smuggle and bring information and hard to get items back home, but not directly back home. Something like that. Choose floor. Lobby. Are you ready to flirt again, by the way?
Yes?
No.
So, yes. Goodbye.
All right. Who else needs help?
Our situation here is quite dire.
My brother lost his wife and...
Serpent's Grace, are you a new volunteer? I was told you'd be coming yesterday. Or was it today? By Jinan. What day even is it?
Tuesday. Sunday.
Already? By the Herald, you're right. Which means time is at a premium. My name is Vasilis. I am a Herald's assistant. Or I was, until the cataclysm took out much of the city and half of the people with it. Now I'm part healer, caretaker, warrior. The list goes on and on. I would gladly take a fire over what's happened to our city. You don't need Jinan's sight to see things are bad. No, bad is the wrong word. What happened here was tectonic. And while the wounded are being tended to, I'm most concerned with those in the city who haven't sought help. What we need is for people to check in on the elderly and the infirm.
All right, we can help with that.
Thank you. There are many in need. But I would like you to start with Reagan Oeda. His home is not too far from here, near the Halls of Obedience. I need two things. One, see if he's okay. And two, make sure he's taking his medicine. Plus, it will be good for him to see a friendly face, to give his spirits a lift.
Okay, why does Regan need medicine?
It's to help with his memory. It's a bit scattered already. And he has trouble remembering where he left things. I've heard stories that he's taken to hoarding. That doesn't sound good.
It'll be a fun
maybe
visit.
It'll help him keep his mind busy.
Find a bunch of
time to
dead,
think of the
mummified
bright side.
groats in his living room.
Sort as that may be around here.
All right. Can you heal people?
About that. So, I was on the fast track to be a herald once upon a time. Emphasis on the was. Turns out I'm a bit squeamish when it comes to blood and viscera. So for now, if you're hurt, talk to Hantan Irara. She's far more qualified. That's not to say I won't be capable someday. It's my dream, after all, to become a herald. But one cannot serve the house without first carving the dagger.
Serpent be with you.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go get that guy medicine. I want to see his hoarding house. That'll probably be under activities, right? No. Package. They didn't give me a thing for that. Meet with... No, that's the one right there. Good.
See my family again.
What could we have possibly done to deserve this? What angered him so?
You did nothing, but some scientists were experimenting with stuff and they blew a hole in your planet in time-space. Whee! Alright, you. Bit of a hoarder, huh? You don't have any dead growths in here, do you?
I put it? Serpent's tongue. I'm getting tied up with my own system.
Alright, I'm not gonna steal anything from this old man.
Here, senbei. Rice crackers. Did I mean a crack in the wall? Cracking a code? Tough nut to crack?
Well, let me talk to him.
Oh, hello. Have we met before?
No, that's a difficult question to answer.
Is it? Then I apologize. I thought it was rather simple, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Alright, we're not gonna pick on this guy.
I've been trying to keep everything here sorted, based on a personal system. The problem is that it's all gotten to be too much, and I can't find...
Seems like every TV show and movie, and now video game that I watch or play, there's somebody with Alzheimer's or some kind of dementia. I can help you find your things. No, let's talk about the medicine. You have a system. No, medicine. Just came to make sure you've been taking your medicine.
I'm sorry, but I can't be bothered with that now.
All right, Andreja, hold him down.
To find my things.
Fine.
Oh, that would be grand. This seems more like a two-person job.
Be a lot easier to just force feed him his medicine.
And your gusto.
Because then he'll probably know where the stuff is, right?
Exactly what
it's like sci-fi magical medicine.
Whatever it was.
All right, what did you lose, bud?
Well, my keycard for one, socks for another, and one more thing. Something important.
I never lose both socks, just the one. Always the left sock.
No. But I'll know it when I see it. I think. Oh, several things. I just don't recall what they are. Maybe it was for a door? I'm sorry. I'm so forgetful these days.
What is your system for sorting things?
Yes, I pick a word that reminds me of another word, and that makes me remember where it is. There might be a slate around here that has more details. Maybe look around for those.
Tell me about these socks. I'm highly interested.
Not my socks, but socks. He's a dog plushie.
Well, it's a good thing we asked.
White as a pair of socks, if I recall correctly.
Oh, I know what plushie that is.
Of course.
It's the one with the space helmet.
No guarantee that I do.
All right, you.
I'd help, but I'm a little lost at the moment.
We got some trash. Ooh. Reagan's log. Don't leave things in the cooking pit.
Look, I know that you're running out of shelf space, but you really shouldn't put things on the hearth. There's a whole box of paper towels here
Might
for
be
no
his daughter.
reason.
She has no accent.
Don't get me started on the stuff in the cook pit.
Well, I don't put it there on purpose. I'm in the living room, and I need some place to put things, and it sort of happens. Also, I was trying to keep round things together. Round circle, round things. And Sox's helmet is round.
Yeah, I recognize the plushie.
System based on word association.
It's no wonder you're always losing your things.
It's weird that the woman didn't have a Varun accent, but it's alright. Alrighty, let's go check the dumpster. Trash removed. Oh, I literally have to pick up all this trash, huh? That's cool. There's the plushie. Too many notes.
You keep too many notes. It's confusing.
It makes sense to me.
It just looks like words.
What's this thing?
It's a seed accelerator. It will help you grow your plants. We have one at the orphanage.
You mean like spies?
No, I mean like green things that grow out of the ground.
Ah, yes. Envies. They're green with.
I have so many things, but I wouldn't dare throw any of it away.
Somebody in the development team had a hoarder in his family.
Those lives here.
Whoever came up with this mission. Damn near every family's got a hoarder. Let's organize.
Just a reminder, I'll be over tomorrow to help organize your things. The trash goes into the bin, but the clutter we can place on the shelves. We'll get everything sorted and just how you like it. Love you and see you soon.
So that's his daughter, but she's from the orphanage. Maybe it's a woman who works at the orphanage. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hopefully we'll meet up with her. Music box.
Oh, what do you have there?
You'll never guess what I found. It's a music box.
A music box?
Oh, that old thing? It probably doesn't even work anymore.
Well, that's because you never sing to it.
The woman's probably missing, right?
You have to train this kind of box. You fill it with a song, and it will remember the melody and play it back to you.
Oh, I don't know. Are you sure that's how it works?
Lost, alone, amidst the dreams, whispers, a voice sings for our trapped world, unheard.
That's a very catchy song. Hard to forget. Like an earworm.
Worms in your ears would be hard to forget.
I'm just saying, if I heard it, I would remember this day. Remember us. So would you, I think.
Well, I plan on sticking around for a while, but...
You want to help Andreja?
Deal. If something were to happen...
So, tell me about your kids. The ones at the orphanage.
I love them, but they can be difficult. There's this one boy, Rumarin.
We're gonna find out this woman's dead, aren't we?
He sounds like a handful.
Oop.
I need about 10 more hands and a cargo ship for that one.
I see.
Careful, don't knock over the vase.
Ah, we did it. We did it. That looks like trash to me, but let me grab it. I think we're good here, right? No, that's trash. Whoop. Why can't I pick that up? Whatever. Quest item, gotcha. Alright, I think we're done.
What is that? A music box? I don't remember owning that. I wonder if it even works.
We can try to play it for you.
Would you mind?
Nope.
I'm not very good with these things. But hopefully it still has a little bit of song inside.
Alrighty. What are the name or all of the package for Alicia? Who's close here? Alright, Reagan's logs. Where is the music box? There it is. Oh, that's cool. We've never had an item to do this, I don't think. I used to love these music boxes when I was a little kid. You don't really see them anymore. I was always fascinated by the little spiky bits spinning. pretty enough.
This song, I can't.
It's crazy how a little tune or a smell or even a sound can like teleport you back decades. Make you feel like a little kid again sometimes. All right, you. Let's give you some medicine.
Remember now. This song.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the one my granddaughter used to sing. She used to help me around the house, doing chores, tidying up, and then the accident happened. And I haven't seen her since.
We'll save her. Maybe she's still out there.
I know you mean well, but I can't keep doing this. The more I cling
it's only
to
been a
the
few weeks,
idea
and you don't even
she's
remember
still
that.
Alive, the harder it gets. If you don't mind, I have a favor to ask. Keep the music box with you. The song. It carries too many memories.
Maybe we can use the music box to pull her
And
phantom back to this reality or something.
Pain I wish to forget.
I'm going to sell this thing. It looks like it could fetch a decent price. Is that why you stopped taking your medication?
Yes. And it's my choice. If you have mercy, let me live with it.
All right, we'll keep the music box, but let's give you some meds.
Thank you. You need not do anything special with it. But I can't bear the sight of it.
I'm going to build a love nest.
Now,
we'll decorate it with that.
If you'll kindly leave, I must get back to my things.
It's no medicine, huh? It looks better in here. Did a good job.
So this is how the great serpent rewards his faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hi.
Must say I'm surprised you are still here. If I were in your shoes, I would have turned heel and ran as far away from this place as I could.
That's not how main characters roll,
All that
sir.
was good in Dasra is dead and gone. We appreciate it, but some of us have lost too much already. I'm not talking about buildings or plazas or temples or offices. I'm talking about people, like my wife, that are no longer here. Dead and gone. No amount of your help will bring them back.
You'd be surprised what main characters are capable of.
Unless you can find a way for me to trade places with my wife? No. That is selfish, I know. But I would give anything to trade places. What can I say about my Mira? She was always talking. She could go on and on about anything. A book she read, a dream she had, a future together. She had a low, soft voice. But the world is so much quieter without it. And the Great Serpent, she was beautiful as the stars. She was self-conscious, though, but she had no reason to be. She would cry about her appearance at times. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't cry about their appearance?
Break my heart.
Probably a lot of people.
Because she was perfect to me. Some of her sensitivity must have rubbed off on me because I cried a lot when we were together. I felt like I could be open, vulnerable. I never felt that way with anyone else. And she would just come to me and put her forehead to mine. She was... she was...
It's okay. You don't need to say any more.
Good. I think I may take some time.
This city needs a therapist.
For myself now.
Psychologist, psychiatrist, and a life coach. All right.
May the great serpent guide you.
Dreja, I need you to steal this
The rest
helmet.
of us.
Steal that helmet right there. Give me your helmet.
Remember this. We are always watching.
So am I, madam. She's quite literally always watching. Even when walking away, she's watching. That is so funny. When did that happen? 5 hours, 56 minutes. That's funny.
Great serpent guide you.
Yeah. Fetch quest. I get it. Delivery quest.
Our sins must have been.
That's why I do side
considerable
quests.
for
You never
the
know when
great
you find
serpent
one
to
like that old
subject us
man
to this.
and his granddaughter.
There's a lot that needs to be done. So much sometimes it can be paralyzing. So, how did it go with Reagan?
He hasn't been taking his medication. I'm worried about him. His granddaughter is missing.
Sadly, that's the way of things at the moment.
Yeah, I'll
These
fix
days,
that after I do all the side
It's hard
quests.
to account for who's missing and who's gone. But the difference hardly matters. Loss is loss, no matter the form. In any case, thank you for doing this for me. I'm sure your visit helped him, if only for a moment. If you don't mind, can you come back in a day or two? I will have more work for you then.
Can we walk over there and give him his medication? I'm not your errand person. I can't make any promises. If you have more work, I'll come back later.
I most certainly will. Tazra's problems are many, but its character continues to shine through in people like yourself.
I'm not from here.
Regardless, even if our paths do not cross again,
currently a UC
Jinan
citizen.
Bless you for your assistance.
1,000 credits. Cheap bastard. That's alright.
Oh, forgive me. I'm exhausted.
Alright, which one sounds interesting? Oh yeah, this one sounds interesting. Let's go do that one. Whoop.
I would do anything to sleep in my own bed again.
Somebody lost their house. It'll be cool if, when we fix the problem, if they restore this place. Oh, that looks cool. What's that? Whoop.
That was quite a leap.
A leap of faith, as your people call it.
I have heard that there is a spiritual component to healing in Barun culture. That would seem to be true.
Alright, Andreja, tell me about the snake sculpture. Let's make a noise. I haven't seen any wildlife yet. Where's that coming from? Oh, you know what? We went to the embassy in New Atlantis, and they have these crazy plants. They could be making noise. What do we got? Healing, Meat House, best name in the city. What's that other one? Oh, that's just the name of the plaza. What time is it anyway? How do you see what time it is? Alright, local time is about 0300. I think we need to change our hair color. I've had this hair for a long time. Let's go to the alteration clinic. Get a hair child change. Halls of obedience, no. Spaceports.
Seems I am all alone now.
Is this the place? No, it's not the place. Alright, it's 4 to the left. I love a good blue sun.
What do you want?
In EVE Online, one of my favorite things was just flying around, looking at their assets for like space, you know, like suns, like flying to the sun. It'll blast your face off. That was like, whoa. That was like one of the best atmospheric, like, flying around space games. It's like a point and click game, which blows, but it's a really good looking game. Hello, madam. I'm here for a change.
It is welcome to the old. I am curious.
I love
to
that
see
she's
what
got
you
a dirty
will look
face.
like when you are done.
You know, it's not like eczema or anything. It's just a dirty face. All right, let's do hair color. Gold. Do I want to do purple? It kind of matches our outfit. But we're about to go green, I think. It's more like pink than anything else. Let's go this way. Gonna head out. Goods. Good night, sir. All right, Cuculane, man. Hope you like your emote. Thanks for hanging out with me all night. You're a hero. Always enjoy our chats. Sweet dreams, sir. Sweet dreams. Can't really get a good... Well, I guess that's the closest we can get, right? Facial hair color. What number is that? 18. Nice. Looks kind of cool. Guess. Yeah, why not? It's alright. Finish. Alright, let's make sure we spell Venkman correctly. Starfield. Yeah, there we go. Go with Venkman. Sure. Pronouns correct. Confirm. Save changes. Yes. Alright, now we're talking. Nothing like a good hairdo change. How's it going? Whoop. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. Looks very Starborny. Let's go ahead and do a hard save. Right. Do a new one. Gotta be careful with Bethesda games though. Sometimes when you save too much, the game borks, which is quite annoying. Quite annoying. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we got Time the T is doing art. Let's doing Star Trek Online. I feel like we should raid somebody playing this game though. This guy is doing his best. Yeah, we'll raid this guy. He looks nice. Are you speaking English?
Besides, I'm making an exception since you...
Yeah, he's speaking English. Alright, we're gonna raid this guy. Boop. Alright, you all. Any of you falling asleep, hanging out, lurking, it's all good for me. Thanks for chatting me up and all that kind of stuff. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at in this whole world. And I'll see you next time, man. Take care out there.